who are using the Teams for the first time and they're trying to create their sessions, right? I know you guys can create meetings and schedule your classes, but remember, whenever you're scheduling classes, several things that need to be considered. For example, that when you're doing all of this, let's say if I'm making a session for uh, a science class, right? So you can add attendees over there. For this, you will need to know their IDs, or the simpler way is that you simply add the channel very specific and don't put it in the general, just go for your subject channel. Okay, for example, I'm taking the checkpoint science, so I'm gonna put that channel over there, and this can send personal invites to all the members. Now remember, this will also send the invite to the teachers, other teachers who are added in the team, although this is just for the channel, but since all the teachers are added, including the administration, so that's something else. I would rather put, all the IDs in there, right? For the students that I do have. Let's say I know the serial numbers of the IDs that I will be working with, so I will just add them. Now this is a bit of a hassle, but since this is the first time most of these kids would be using the Teams, right? It's been a long time after COVID, so for that, I would request the teachers to add the students manually, right? So this is one way of doing this, right? To ensure that all the recipients, all the students get their um, invites, right? Direct invites as well. Once your class is going to start, right? They will have the invites in their personal windows, right? The Teams app will is going to ring them, right? If you just put the channel over there that this does send the invite, but they don't get an alert for this, right? But if you add it for the ad for required attendees, then they're going to get direct calls once you join the meeting or once you start the meeting. Okay. Now, what is more important over here is that some of these options, I mean, they just look around and the teachers just don't use these. Now, these are very important, right? Now, over here, I just try to keep this to people that are in my organization, right? It's, let's say if any other teacher wishes to see what I'm doing in the classroom or the administration, then this is what the option I need to keep, so that if anyone shares the link from my class, right? Say if a student shares the link to someone else, right, outbound, then they won't be able to add anyone in because only the people in my organization will be able to attend. That would require the organization ID that we're using. Let's say for us in the Millennium, we're using TME, right? So these more options are more important, and these are usually overlooked by the teachers, right? So over here, people dialing in can bypass the lobby, keep it to yes, so that you don't have to worry about adding people manually, right? Who can admit from the lobby? I just keep it to the organizers, co-organizers, or presenters, right? That's a regular option. Now for the audio and the video, I keep the camera usually off, right? Because it consumes bandwidth, and I know the students are just waving at each other, so I'm just gonna keep this off to keep the environment clean in the classroom, right? So there's no trouble and there's no lag in the class, right? Okay, now over here, I will also keep the mic off so that they once they join, they are not just making noise. Sometimes the background noise when they join up, right? Some malfunction in the microphone, so that's a trouble. So I just keep it off, and I tell my learners that I will allow them to speak manually, right? I can when I'm asking a question or they have a question, they can use the reaction for raise the hand. That is always there, right? Now in the audio and video, allow reactions. I turn this off, right? Because they just keep on sending reactions. They're wasting their time, right? They can still use a raise hand alert because that is independent of the reactions, right? This is for the you see the smileys and whatnot, right? You can put during the classroom. So I just keep it off, right? Question answers, I keep it off, right? I don't want them to chat around, waste their time. I just want them to be very attentive of the work that is being done, right? So allow attendance report, that you need to keep it as yes, right? Roles announce when people dial in, join, and this, right? I usually keep this off, but since this is again the first time my students will be joining back on the Teams, we're having physical classes, right? Due to some disruptions, we'll be having online session, so I will keep this on so that I know if the students, some of the new admissions are there as well, right? They're able to join, or they're having some trouble joining in, so I'll be able to see what's happening around, right? It's just a little alert that goes around at the bottom of the screen. Okay, so nothing to worry about. Okay, now co-organizers, if you want to choose any, right? If there's any you want for that specific lesson to be a presenter. Now for presenter, I just keep it, people in my organization guest, and I will go for the specific people, right? That means if I want to choose some people that who can, present, then it's fine, right? But to keep the control in my hand for the class, right? Because they can use a share screen button and the screen would be switched to theirs, right? If someone misclicks it, or whatever. To avoid that, I just keep this to specific people and then leave it empty, right? Because that way, I, being the organizer of this meeting, will be able to present, but the others will have to, send, raise a hand, or need to communicate to me so that I allow them to present, right? This way, this can stays in my hand, right? But I can just put one or two candidates who are, I think, more representable, and I will keep them in my loop, right? For now, I'm just gonna keep it to organizers and co-organizers to keep the control in my hand, and make it more simple for the learners and myself to participate in the classroom, right? Okay, allow co-pilot, right? And this is a very amazing tool, but I think it's not available for my profile as of now, right? Now recording and transcripts, these are available once you press the recording button within the team, right? Now these are the essential settings that you need to look at before you set up a meeting. We usually just set up a meeting like this from here, and we just overlook these, and then we have noise and other troubles in the classroom. To minimize those issues, just explore these options. They're amazing. Teams, as I said, is one of the best tools I've found for online classes and sessions, and I think it's a very powerful tool if you get to know all the options. I mean, these are just the meeting settings that you can have. I mean, simpler. You can preset your meeting so that later during the meeting you don't have any troubles, right? Okay. Thank you for listening. Bye bye.